Good morning, everybody. We have a snowman that's going to sing a song for you today. Merry Christmas! So today we're going to be talking about snowman, and this is one snowman we made on Monday. So what it is just a plate, and you cut out a hole in the middle, and that becomes his head. And then you make him a hat, and we put a scarf and a carrot nose, and then we made some arms that look like sticks. So because this is our craft day today, I just wanted to show you an idea that you could do maybe after the program. But first of all, we're going to read about a snowman. And his name is?
Frosty.
Frosty. He is a fun guy. A magician named Professor Hinkle came to school. He had a funny bunny. Professor Hinkle's tricks did not work. He threw away his magic hat. The school bell rang. The kids ran outside. They made a snowman and named him Frosty. He had a corncob pipe, a button nose, and 2 eyes made out of coal. A gust of wind blew the magician's hat through the air. It landed on Frosty. Frosty came to life. "Happy birthday," he said with a smile. The kids cheered. Yeah! Professor Hinkle took his magic hat back. The bunny returned the hat to Frosty. He came back to life. Frosty was so much fun. He danced and he sang. He led a parade through town. Suddenly, Frosty began to melt. He had to go someplace cold. A girl named Karen found a train going north. The train car was great for Frosty, but it was too cold for Karen. They got off the train at the next stop. Professor Hinkle had followed them. Frosty and Karen needed to escape. Frosty raced down a hill with Karen on his back. They went inside a greenhouse where it was warm. The magician found them. He locked them inside. Uh-oh. "Oh no," Karen cried. Frosty melted into a puddle of water. The bunny went to get help. Santa Claus came to the rescue. Santa unlocked the door. A winter wind blew in and froze the water. Frosty came back to life. "Happy birthday," he said again. Karen was so happy. Santa took Karen home. Frosty would go to the North Pole with Santa. Frosty promised to come back and visit. Now every year, Frosty returns with the magical snow. "Happy holidays," he says. So we have a story, or a rhyme, about 5 snowmen. So we're going to put them up here, and you can help us count.
1, 2, 3, 4, life.
Do they look like Frosties?
They sure do.
5 little snowmen standing at the door. 1 snowman melted. And then there were
4.
4. 4 little snowmen beside a green pine tree. 1 snowman melted. And then there were
3.
3 little snowmen with caps and mittens blue. 1 snowman melted. And then there were
2.
2 little snowmen standing in the sun. 1 snowman melted. And then there was
1.
1 little snowman started to run, but he melted too. And then there was
None.
If we have time, we'll do that one again later. Okay, so we're going to do a craft and then we're going to do another story after that. So today we're going to make a Christmas card that you can give to somebody very special in your life. So you take the paper, I'll unfold it so you can see. Just a piece of paper, any color you like. We're going to fold it in half. Then we're going to fold it in half again. So you can see what I have on the front.
It's a Christmas tree.
It's a Christmas tree. And I have a black piece of paper. You can use any color you want because we're going to take it off after. And you can make any kind of Christmas. You could do a star. You could do, how about a bell? I'm going to do a bell. Let's see if I can cut out a bell. Any kind of shape you want for the front of your Christmas card. On the corner. Because we're going to do jingle bells later, so I'm going to do a bell. Does that look like a bell?
Yeah.
So then you can just put it on the front of your card, like that. But you're just going to tape it on, because we're going to take it off after. So on the front, I already started doing some, but I'm going to add some more. So I have red paint, I have green paint, and I have
Yellow.
So I did this with my fingers. So I just dipped my finger in and I did my fingerprints. So today I'm not going to do that just because I didn't want to get paint all over my fingers. But you could use a Q-tip too if you like, if you don't like to get messy. So what you're going to do, you're going to dab all over around the tree. Because your tree is going to become a shadow. And we'll show you when we take it off. Okay, so there's the red, green, Christmas colors, red and green. But you can do any color you like. Who would you send this card to or give to?
I would give it to my mom.
Oh, your mom would love it. Or if you have a grandma or grandpa, what about a neighbor?
Oh.
They would love to get a card that you've made. Think of somebody special in your life. Or somebody that might be lonely this Christmas. And that would just give them a smile. Okay? So there's my green. And then with the yellow, I'm going to use the other end of my Q-tip. And I'm just going to do some dabs because I thought it might look neat if it looked like lights. Have you drove around town and saw all the beautiful lights on houses?
Oh, not yet, but I will soon.
They're beautiful. They're bright and cheery. Does that look like lights?
It does.
Okay, I'm going to do down the other side. And then we're going to take off our tree. Okay. So because I taped it on, I can just pull it right off.
Look at that.
Can you see the shape of the tree?
Yeah, that's so cool.
So this made a shadow. Now, inside, after it's dried, you can write your name or draw a picture or even make something Christmassy inside. So that is your Christmas card. Okay? So we'll put this away and we are going to sing a song using my bell. Except I really do have real bells. If you have any real bells in your house, you can run and get them too. And you can sing with us. Ready?
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Good job, everybody. All right. Now we're going to do a story, and it's called A Snowy Day. So we're going to use our board again. And Kia's going to help me put on the figures. This is called A Snowy Day by Ezra Jack Keats. Let's see. Beautiful snowflakes. Did it snow at your house?
Oh, yeah.
Did at mine too. It's beautiful. The Snowy Day. One winter morning, Peter woke up and he looked out the window. Snow had fallen during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see. Beautiful. After breakfast, he put on his snowsuit and ran outside. The snow was piled up very high along the street to make a path for walking. Look at the big snow hills. That looks like fun. Crunch, crunch, crunch. His feet sank into the snow. He walked with his toes pointing out like this. And he walked with his toes pointing in like that. He's making footprints in the snow. Then he dragged his feet slowly to make tracks. And he found something sticking out of the snow that made a new track. I wonder what that is. It was a stick. A stick that was just right for smacking a snow-covered tree. Can you guess what might happen?
Mm-hmm.
Down fell the snow. Plop. On top of Peter's head.
Plop.
Oh, I see more tracks. He thought it would be fun to join the big boys in their snowball fight. But he knew he wasn't old enough. Not yet. So he made a smiling snowman. Is it a frosty?
Yeah.
And he made angels. Whoops. He pretended he was a mountain climber. He climbed up a great, big, tall, heaping mountain of snow. And he slid all the way down. And he picked up a handful of snow. And another. And still another. He packed it round and firm and put the snowball in his pocket for tomorrow. Then he went in to his warm house. He told his mother all about his adventures while she took off his wet socks. And he thought, and he thought, and he thought about them. It's so nice to have a warm bath when you come in from outside.
Mm-hmm.
Before he got into bed, he looked in his pocket. His pocket was empty. The snowball wasn't there. He felt very sad. While he slept, he dreamed that the sun had melted all the snow away. But when he woke up, his dream was gone. The snow was still everywhere. New snow was falling. After breakfast, he called to his friend from across the hall, and they went out together into the deep, deep snow. Fun to have a friend. Good. So what happened to the snowball in his pocket?
It melted away.
It melted, just like Frosty when he got too hot. He melted. Just like our snowmen. When the sun came out, they melted into a puddle. Okay, we are going to do our next craft, which is
Rudolph the Red-Nosed.
Rudolph. I have my antlers on, but I don't have my red nose. But we're going to sing it. Or maybe I could do a red nose. Do you think I could? Let's see.
There you go.
Do I look like Rudolph now?
Yes, you sure do.
All right. Rudolph
The red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one frosty Christmas Eve, Santa came to say,
Santa voice.
Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history.
All right, so we're going to make a Rudolph. I'm going to take off my antlers, and I'm going to show you that we're making a band that will fit on your head, so you too can be Rudolph. Okay, so you just need your paper. I'm making my Rudolph brown. And my scissors. And I'm using a stapler. So you can ask an adult to help you, or else you can use glue. So first of all, we're going to cut a strip. A long strip that will go around your head. So you can take it and measure your head. Will that fit me?
I think so.
Pretty close? So then I'm going to make a circle, and I'm going to staple it like that. So then you can put that aside, and we're going to make the shape of Rudolph's head. So he has his chin, and then we're coming up to his head. So we're going to cut around like that, and come back down to his chin. It doesn't look like a head yet, but we need to put some other things on. He needs
Cheeks.
Cheeks. I'm just going to use 2 round circles for his cheeks. So I'm using pink. You know how to cut a circle?
Just like that.
And
There's 2.
there's 2 because I doubled my paper. I folded my paper over. Just have to get my glue. So the glue, stick it on the side. His big cheeks. Here's his cheeks. And now in the middle is his
nose.
his nose. So I made yellow just because that's the color I had, but you can make it any color you like. So there's his nose. But Rudolph is special because he had
Red nose.
a red nose. So red paper. And I'm going to make another circle. How many noses does he have?
1.
Just 1. So I only cut out 1 circle. Oh, but I made it really big. I'm going to make it a little smaller. Use my glue again. I'm going to glue it on. Now for his eyes, you can just draw them, or you can use a marker, or I'm going to use my paint. Here's his eyes.
Very cute.
Okay, what else does he need?
Ears.
He needs ears. How many ears?
2.
2 ears. So, once again, I'm going to fold my paper over, and I'm going to cut out an ear. So remember what happens when you fold it over?
You get 2.
2. 1, 2. So they're going to be up here like that on the top of his head. And then I'm going to put in a middle of his ear. So I need how many?
2.
2. So I'm going to fold again. And I'm going to cut out the middle of his ear. So a little smaller than his ear. One,
2.
So we're going to glue those on. And put on his middle. Like that. And then this ear. And
The middle.
now it's starting to look like a face. But we're missing something for a reindeer. Can you look at that, figure out what we're missing?
I think we're missing the antlers.
We need antlers, just like on my head. So, I'm going to use brown again. And how many antlers do we need?
2.
2. So I'm going to fold my paper again. And I'm going to cut out antlers. You can draw these first if you like. There we go. Last Sunday, I was sitting in my front window in my house, and my dog started to bark. And I'm like, why is she barking? And I looked out, and there were 3 deer walking down in front of my house.
Wow.
And yes, one of them had antlers. So, I'm going to glue it right beside the ears. That. And one on the other side. Oh, I popped off his ear. All right, I think we're finished. Then you can color them or do whatever you like. But this is the tricky part. We're going to staple it on your headband. And like I said, you could glue it if you like. Now mine's a little floppy because my paper wasn't very hard. So on this Rudolph that I made before, I put sticks to hold them up. But I thought this might be an idea that you could use too, because I think you'll have these in your house, is straws. So you can tape on or glue on the straws in behind, and that will hold up Rudolph's head, like that. Good idea?
Great idea.
And then you can wear your Rudolph antlers or head. All right. We have one more craft that I actually have right here. And get out my supplies. Okay, so this is what I did. I'm just going to show you quickly because you can do this at home. So you take 2 candy canes and you wrap around a pipe cleaner. I chose black, but you could do even a Christmas one. And it's easy because you just go like this and you just wrap, 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 wrap. Like that. And we needed it to be Rudolph. See his red nose? So I just use a small little pom-pom with a bit of glue on it. There we go, like that. And then I have little Google eyes. I don't know whether you have Google eyes at your house, but you could just cut out a piece of paper if you like. This is tricky. See one eye? And the other eye. All right.
Cute.
And now you have a
Rudolph.
Rudolph that you can eat after.
Ooh.
But you know what? They look really cool if you hang them on your Christmas tree like that.
Ooh.
Pretty cool, right? All right. Let's do our snowman one more time. And then we're going to have a story. So here's our Frosties again. All right. Ready to count them with us?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 little snowmen standing at the door. 1 snowman melted, and then there were 4. 4 little snowmen beside a green pine tree. 1 snowman melted, and then there were
3.
3 little snowmen with caps and mittens blue. 1 snowman melted, and then there were
2.
2 little snowmen standing in the sun. Oh no. 1 snowman melted, and then there was
1.
1 little snowman started to run, but he melted too. And then there was
None.
none. I hope you can go outside and make a snowman because that would be really fun. Okay, we have time for one more story. It's called Merry Christmas, Big Hungry Bear. Look at the presents.
Ooh.
Hello, little mouse. I see you're ready for Christmas.
Look at all those presents.
Lots of presents, and the Christmas tree's all decorated. My goodness, what a lot of presents. Are they all for you? But little mouse, what about the big hungry bear in the cold dark cave at the top of the hill? Oh, how that bear loves Christmas presents. Does he look like he wants to go outside?
Yeah.
Red ones, green ones, Little ones, big ones. That bear would do anything to get some presents.
Uh-oh.
Is he locking the door?
I think so.
But he never does. Not even from Santa Claus. I see a big lock on the presents. I see tacks on the floor. Oh, nobody wants to walk on those. Boo-hoo-hoo! Every Christmas he sits alone in his cold, dark cave and plop, plop, plop. Tears fall from his big, hungry eyes. Oh, how sad. Little mouse, what are you doing? Oh, is he getting dressed?
I think so.
Maybe he has a plan. Oh, I see. What a brave little mouse you are. He's got a big load of gifts. He's making tracks in the snow. No one else in the whole wide world would go into the cold, dark cave of the big, hungry bear. Especially on Christmas Eve. Shh, little mouse. Someone big is fast asleep. Quick, little mouse. Someone big is waking up. Hide, little mouse. Someone big is peeking. Come out, little mouse. I see something big. For you, Merry Christmas. Did somebody leave him a gift? That was pretty cool. From the big, hungry bear.
Wow.
The bear gave him a gift. That's what Christmas is giving gifts. Okay, it's time for us to say goodbye. So we're going to say goodbye with our snowman again. And our little character, he's going to put the star on the tree. Ready? Merry Christmas! We'll see you next week as our last program, and it is about Christmas. So have a good week, everybody. See you later.